Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Raggedy Pack, episode 5 of House of the Dragon. We're on our third episode of the day. This will be our fifth. Wait, am I right? Yeah, this will be our third episode of the day, fifth episode in the last 24 hours, because that's just what we do. Definitely the most we've watched in this amount of span. But anyway, last episode was, well, a lot. Those scenes in the brothel happened, plus with Kristen Cole happened, and Rhaenyra, as well as Otto was, well, fired. And then Daemon had originally come back, and we were like, oh, he's in the good graces now with Viserys, and then
that lasted long.
It was like a whole 15 minutes. So really good episode, just a lot of stuff going on there. So Igly, any thoughts?
Yeah, they're not Targaryens are not beating the Alabama allegations. Plus, I mean, we heard stories, but seeing it in truth is equally as disgusting.
Well, if you think that's gross, let me tell you about Aegon the Conqueror, bro.
Okay, yeah, the two sister wives. I've heard the tales. I think
it was 3.
The
was
3.
It 2?
I thought it was 2
Maybe
sister
I'm
wives.
confusing Aegon and Izui from Demon Slayer.
Anyway, I wonder who's gonna be the new hand. Did Dad bring that up last episode?
Yeah,
last
I
post
think
discussion.
he inquired.
Okay, what's that guy? Wenley. The guy was like, "Oh, you should you should marry, or she should marry my son. He's the strongest knight of the realm, or some shit."
Lionel Strong.
Yeah,
yeah. I was way off, but close enough.
And
I knew what I was talking about. Huh?
He didn't say that. He said
Well,
he did.
That's what
Viserys said it to him.
Yeah, he said, should I guess? And then he was like, no, actually, she should marry Laenor.
Okay, yeah.
You silly goose.
I feel like he might be contender, just from lack of options.
Yeah, Aegon had 2 sister wives, Igly. You're right.
I know my lore.
He writes it down.
It is no.
Listen, you don't forget the sister wives for that.
Yeah, you asked that question. Of course, Corey and I know the answer.
Of course.
All right. Well, before we get into this reaction, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss when these uploads go live. We have early access up to 4 weeks for Game of Thrones right now on our Patreon. Check out that link in the description below. There's also the full links to these reactions as well as everything else on the channel over there. So check that out. There's also a link to join our free Discord, links to all of our socials. Click all those. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Buckle up, Igly.
Okay.
I don't know if you should ever unbuckle.
Okay. Should I check the episode title?
Nah.
Okay. I'll do it anyway.
In cinematic cam on Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
For real.
Ooh, 2 pheasants? 4. Potentially more. What is this random encounter?
Husband? The Vale sheep might be willing, even if I'm not.
Okay.
Our sheep are prettier, after all.
Oh, she heard. Yeah, you should run. Okay, well, you're dead. No way you're surviving that. A horse fell on you? Is she paralyzed? No. Just wind knocked out of her? You're just gonna leave her there?
I knew you couldn't finish.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you were right. She's paralyzed after landing on her spine and having the horse crush her.
Yeah. That's crazy. Bro, you're never gonna believe this. My wife had a tragic accident. I need a new wife. Okay.
Oh man, doesn't handle the sea well.
You see what's on Lionel's? There you go. You were cooking.
Look at you. Promotion.
Hopefully he's better than the last guy.
Yeah.
Where are we going? Funeral, perhaps?
Your informant was wrong. An honest mistake, perhaps, but I did not force
An honest
his.
mistake.
If you had not been so relentless in advancing Ek on his heir.
Calling him out on his bullshit.
He's not gonna admit he's wrong. A guy like this.
Your children to the sword. She'll have no choice.
No, she wouldn't do that.
You know it. You're no fool, and yet you choose not to see
You're
it.
gaslighting her. Careful.
Yeah. Be so unfortunate if he fell off a horse.
Yeah. Sick bridge. It weeps.
Lord Laris.
Oh, this guy.
Indigenous to Bravos. Yeah, by all rights, it shouldn't be thriving here.
Yet it does.
Nature. When one is never invited to speak, one learns instead to observe.
He's a watcher.
You're perhaps in need of an
This
ally.
man was merely the watcher.
I did wonder if she could be relied upon now that she's unwell.
Unwell.
Unwell? A tea
Yes.
that the Grand Maester himself brought.
At the direction of the king, as I understand it.
He's
Plant
spilling
tea.
the tea.
Yesterday at daybreak.
Oh, what good news. I must have been in error.
Yeah, you must have been.
A relief.
But you still planted the seed.
That condition must be something very serious.
Mm-hmm.
What happiness it is to have been wrong.
This guy's dangerous. Without her dad here gaslighting her, everyone else is free to do the same. Messed up, man. She
That's
deserves
King's
better.
Landing for you.
Yeah. Lore? Nice throne. It's like a ship.
May I offer you a chair?
Cousin.
Princess.
Oh, what? You hurt?
Since some thingies.
Are you well?
Very.
Very.
I congratulate you, Lord Lionel.
His Grace has honored me with the post.
Pity about Sir Otto.
Yeah, pity.
Halls of high tide never fail to impress.
Yeah, dude, the core is
Flatter me,
insane.
Your Grace. Though I do wish we could meet under happier pretenses.
How so?
Damon's wife, the Lady Rhea Royce, has passed.
Royce.
A hunting mishap. Her neck and skull both crushed in the fall.
Hmm.
A most
The skull is
surprising
new.
end.
The gods are cruel.
Indeed. Lady Rhea was a fine woman and a good wife to my brother.
Sad thing
They
that she
barely
and
seen
Damon
each
have no
other.
heirs to succeed her.
Between your son, Selena, and my daughter and heir, the Princess Rhaenyra. It's long past time our houses were united in blood. The last pillars of old Valyria.
Hmm.
We would like to know how the succession will be handled.
Yeah.
You are not proposing the Targaryen dynasty end with my daughter simply because she's a woman.
I only seek clarity, Your Grace.
Just combine the names.
Yeah, they're close enough.
Might I have a chair?
Listen, I'm taking the name.
Dragons will rule the Seven Kingdoms for the next 100 years, just as they did the last.
Is that fair?
This is an equitable compromise.
Equitable.
This man's about to fall over. With how sick he looks.
I'm glad it is you.
Riz?
I know this union is not what you would choose. I prefer roast duck to goose. I cannot say why.
Are you calling him a goose?
There are those who like goose very well.
Okay.
I find it a bit greasy for my taste.
You're calling him greasy?
I know that whatever
Sick
agreement
shot.
being struck up there will not change your appetites.
Do you understand, Igley?
Open relationship. I understand.
You understand
a little
fully.
bit more.
Taken to bed while his ship is readied.
A little bit more.
Overextended myself? Pushed him too close to the edge?
My cousin chose to
Wait, does he
sail into his
swing?
Tempest husband.
No, never mind.
Do they seem familiar?
Familiar.
They grew up together. Familiarity is not at issue.
I'm sure Lena was already taken with her. She's grown quite comely these last few years.
You know his true nature.
Okay, yeah, okay. That's what we're doing.
He's still young. He will outgrow it.
Outgrow it. Okay.
There is no pleasure in
Thanks,
the
Dad.
world like...
Because the realm would not have it so.
And I would remedy that small-minded error by
Small-minded?
any means necessary.
I myself have put the business behind me, Corliss.
Meanwhile, he's so salty about it.
I've always feared the day you'd have to marry a woman. Now it comes.
Ah, okay.
Your
Makes
betrothed
sense.
Gives you leave. You will need a sworn protector.
Cute.
I wonder who it is.
I wonder who it is.
Well, the framing couldn't be any more obvious, but I feel like it's wrong, given all we've seen.
Time to have a conversation.
Yeah, like, they never talked about what happened.
One that led to freedom. Would you tread it?
Hey, Aaron.
Are you asking for leave?
No,
I'm asking you to come with me,
run away.
away from all of this.
It is my duty to marry a noble man from a great house, and Selena will make a fine husband.
Yeah,
But
heartbroken.
my, and in turn, he's going to be the same.
He doesn't look happy.
So you want me to be your...
Damn.
On a path. So, Kristen,
He's done. You broke his heart.
Yeah.
I don't think he's being unreasonable. Well, yes and no. I understand what he wants, but...
They want different things.
Yeah. And that's fine. But like... Ah, never mind. Oh. You're about to be interrogated. Hey! Don't fire this man. That's all he has.
The night of Damon's return.
Where were
There's been
you?
a rumour. I am not unaware that in flush of youth, there may be errors made. Breaches in resolve. Breaches, or rather lapses.
It happened, Your Grace.
Okay, he said it.
She was just talking about Damon.
At her instigation, it is true, but that should... It is no excuse.
She's so confused.
My oath has been broken. I have dishonored myself. I deserve no consideration.
She is so confused, bro.
Bro, folded like a lawn chair.
I don't agree to what he's saying.
Thank you for your honesty, Sir Kristen. You may go.
He was expecting worse. Yeah, don't question it. Just get out of here. But now she's got some things to think about. What the hell happened that night?
Will I be remembered as a good king, Lionel?
Your Grace?
Don't talk like that yet.
What will they say of me?
Who dat? Okay, this is sick.
Jason Lannister, Lord Paramount
Bitch.
of the West.
Bitch is right. Bet you he's human.
Thank you, Lord Jason. I could think of no better man than Selena.
Because a woman would never be ready for the battle in time.
Okay, bro. Take the L and leave.
Your presence is always such a pleasure, Lord Jason.
Princess. Your Grace.
Bitch.
Who dat?
Lord Corlys of House Velaryon, Lord of the Tides, Master of Driftmark, and his
What
lady
an
wife,
entrance.
Princess
Yeah.
Rhaenys Targaryen, the future King Consort.
Hell yeah.
We got our own walk-up theme.
My betrothed.
Good acting. He's so upset, bro. Okay. That glance she made. Oh hey. Just in
Life of the
time.
party.
Oh, he says sit back something.
It's like, didn't think I'd make it on time.
The traffic by dragon is crazy, yeah. Stopped him in his tracks. Welcome.
Do you know what color it glows when Old Town calls its banners to war? Green.
Green? What? Is she about to blow this wedding up?
That seems a little extreme.
My god.
Damn. Hit her with the stepdaughter.
That's crazy. I feel like I have forbidden knowledge.
This is the trailers we reacted to.
The joining of the two
Yeah,
houses, Your
black and green. Smack on the table.
And after tonight's small affair,
Small affair.
7 days of tournament, your future queen and Selena Velaryon, the heir to Driftmark.
A lot can happen in 7 days, you know?
A lot can happen at one wedding, you know?
Yeah. Jason was talking about like a wedding to be remembered. You're better off not having it be remembered.
You Lannister theme.
It's always the Lannisters, bro. What you looking at?
I was never much of a dancer.
I don't look, bro.
Staring daggers, dude. I'm just wondering when she's gonna drop the bomb. He knows. He doesn't have to say anything, man. Just sitting there is enough to throw me off. I think the seed is thriving.
What does he mean by that?
The seed that's been planting in her mind is about to air this bitch out. Cause a civil war.
I am making an accusation.
You're listening to all this?
In King's Landing, men are made to answer for their slanders.
What inheritance?
Lady Rhea and I had no heirs. As her husband, whatever she was due now passes to me.
That's crazy.
She stood to inherit all of Runestone. did you not?
Insurance fraud, bro.
He's just gonna sip like he didn't hear anything. Just making a move.
Oh, sorry to hear about your lady wife.
Don't be, I wasn't. My lady was never very kind to me.
Sniff that out quick.
Look at him. The man is fully...
Everyone's scheming.
Crab?
Imagine there's an abundance of that.
You don't want to let it go to waste, you know?
Yeah.
We're the Knight of Kisses, they call me, though.
The Knight of Kisses.
Like his
Joffrey,
name?
yeah.
What's your business? If you have something to say...
Are we eating with gloves?
Speak.
It seems fair. Let's not do that.
Crazy right now.
Yeah, like you're asking for a lot. What? Who's beefing? Oh. Cole, what are you... what are you doing? Oh my god,
He said,
we got
"Get
the
in there,
bouncer
big
here.
boy."
Oh, what?
It's not good.
Stress. Dude. You're condemning yourself.
I mean, his name's Joffrey, so...
Oh my god!
His face is gone.
Why? Oh man.
And eternal.
Okay.
Of life and love. To join two souls as one.
We're just doing the vows now?
Yeah, they skipped to it.
Other
Who's not even cleared off the table?
stranger,
Cole, why, bro?
hear now their vows.
Man.
Bro needs a second.
That's awkward. Oh.
Ugh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Terrible wedding, bro. Can't have a good one.
Bro, they couldn't even clean up the blood? That's crazy.
That is crazy. You got the rats feasting?
Rats be lurking, man.
You expedited this shit that fast? You couldn't even do it in a separate room? Okay, y'all were lying when you said buckle in.
Yeah. No, bro, you don't even know what we're talking about yet.
It's okay. What the hell happened? We saw Joffrey say, "Hey, I see what you are. Let's protect them and protect what we have going on with them." It's kind of like a you both have the nukes for each other button. But like at the end of the day, he seemed like he kind of like he was angry about what was said, but he just let it go. He clutched his sword, I think.
Yeah.
But what instigated him going down there to fight? Because the situation wasn't clear. It was being like, it was very much covered up. You couldn't see clearly what was going on. You just see people getting thrown about.
Yeah. All we know is like Kristen Cole isn't in the best headspace right now after the conversation that he had with Rhaenyra, where he said he basically soiled his white cloak and he can't like redeem himself through marrying her, and he basically called himself a word I probably can't say on YouTube. And then after Joffrey comes up to him and, says, hey, I know your secret and now you basically know mine. Let's protect these people. I guess in a way, he could not take that well, maybe like perceive it as a threat, or maybe he just doesn't want more people knowing about it after he already confessed to Alicent, which he didn't have to confess, but the guilt is like eating at him so much that it just slipped out.
But to snap in public and just essentially condemning yourself.
Yeah. There's just some stuff going on in his head. You know what's funny? The first episode he gets introduced when Rhaenyra picks him. I think it was Kojo who said, "Oh, is this like the new Jon Snow?" And
I was thinking about that.
Oh my god,
Jon Snow for like an episode or two.
Yeah,
and then this episode happened, and we were like, "Okay, he's not Jon Snow."
No, far from it.
He was a pretty cool guy. Okay, so I think he's a pretty cool character. I liked him a lot, all things considered. But I can't agree with this move. I understand where he's coming from. He loves her, wants to run away with her. Very like fairy tale ending type shit. Probably right on the back of a dragon together. But it's not feasible. And I guess he just wasn't able to let that go. At the same time, there's a clear power discrepancy between him and Rhaenyra.
Oh, just a bit, yeah.
So, he could have said no if he didn't feel that way, but part of him did. But like the implications were kind of there as well. I don't know. He like feels like he owes his life to her, and that being mixed in along with like a form of love is just caused him to self-destruct, which is sad to see. I don't know. It's a complicated situation.
And then at the end of the episode, you got Alicent showing up, hitting the buzzer beater right before he was about to commit seppuku. Like, hey, what are you doing?
I'm glad she did, but also am not glad because I kind of have a witness to a witness now, I guess, of sorts, as opposed to just word of mouth.
Yeah.
I feel like she did that more so because she needs him to drag Rhaenyra down. Because the way I see things going, I think I could have reached this conclusion at anyway, regardless of current events with the trailers dropping.
Oh, for context, Igley has not seen the trailers. He just knows that Blake and I reacted. Yeah, he knows the names of the trailers.
Yeah. So, I think Alicent, I guess, feeling betrayed by Rhaenyra, it is kind of full sending, believing her father's gaslighting, and is doing everything, I guess, like to continue his legacy of trying to drag her down and have Aemon be the new heir.
Aegon?
Well, that's it, Aaron?
Aegon. You said Aemond, I think.
Aemond. Aegon, my bad. Have Aegon be the heir.
But part of it is what Otto said on his way like out the door.
Yeah,
he's like you will
would
never,
you rather
your kids will never be
safe,
right?
Because it'll always be tested. It'll be a point of contention for Rhaenyra, and push comes to shove, she might snap. So he might not be wrong, but you're filling her head with these ideas of the worst case scenario, and now like that plus the fact that she feels like she can't no longer trust Rhaenyra is causing her like to full send on this path. So, and then we have Daemon continuing the bullshit I don't know how I feel about Rhaenyra now. Because, like, this man shows up and, like, she automatically falls for him. They're out here kissing on the dance floor. Like, immediately. I get they had, like, a moment before, but, like, I don't know where her head's at. So, the previous discussion of, like, the duck and the goose, I assumed it was just a coy way of talking about, like, hey, I'm not that into you. We're doing this for marriage, like, for political purposes. My uncle is my duck, you know. Bruh. But then the context was dropped. I still think it's a shitty, not even love triangle. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about Rhaenyra now. I don't know how I feel about a lot of these. Huh?
You said my uncle is my duck.
Yeah, because roasted duck and goose. That was like those were the options.
That was the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So like yeah. Like as much as I like Kristen Cole, like I could like I knew the way the show was going. There is weird shit going on between her and Daemon. I didn't want it to be the case. I would have loved this little fairy tale bullshit running away to Essos. But it's not realistic. Cole was just used, man. It's dirty. He was just used. He wasn't even the final choice. Because the final choice
his name isn't Cole, right?
I thought it was Cole. Kristen Cole.
Okay. Just making sure you know he that's his last name.
Okay. Cole's just easier to say. Okay, my bad. Kristen
is spelled CRSTON.
CRS?
I think
CRIS. Sorry. I skipped a letter.
Kristen Cole.
You can keep calling him Cole. I just wanted to make sure you knew.
Yeah. He's just being used because Damon's like the end game in this incest bullshit. So it's pour one out for my boy, but he did it to himself and then.
Okay.
I think there's some blame on Rhaenyra's end as well, given the situation.
A little bit, yeah.
He did it to himself in the end. He could have just said, "Okay, I'm gonna just do me." But like, I don't know. How'd you guys feel at this point?
I mean, as much as I like Daemon as a character, I thought at this point he was like the number one op. The fact that he just killed his wife like that with the horse.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
I felt bad for Kristen Cole at first after that discussion on the boat. But I'm like, I mean, if he wanted to, he could have taken the option of just kind of keeping it on the low, still like seeing her, even though she's married to Laenor. But obviously he doesn't want that. He doesn't want to like sneak around. He feels like it's not fair to his oath.
Yeah. At the same time,
he could have just said like he could have disagreed and not like been such a bitch about it. Like, if she doesn't want to be with you in that way, if she doesn't want to get married, then you just have to take that L and move on. You can't build up so much rage about it that you're gonna like pummel a guy's face in at a party.
I agree. He's in the wrong for that. He's definitely in the wrong for that. But if this man who, I mean, is characterized by not like, besides that is just his duty and honor, which has been broken, then he has nothing. And that is, it's forever stain, causing him to snap. It's a little bit like simple-minded of him. It's very like naive and like immature. His end actions. But there's part of me thinking like he was just used and tossed away.
Yeah, and I think Rhaenyra, I mean, I agree with you. She definitely has some fault in this. I think she's very promiscuous. Oh,
this episode kind of sealed the deal for me on that fact.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think about her talk with Daemon when she was saying, like, basically, take me for your own wife, take me back to Dragonstone? You think she was being serious?
I think she a freak. I don't know a better way to put it. I think she's being dead ass.
I think it runs in the family.
It runs in the family, but I mean, I hate it. I hate it so goddamn much. Like I'm over here like it's one thing to be promiscuous. It's another thing to use people.
Yeah.
I can't in good faith say I like Rhaenyra as a character that much anymore. And I don't know if I'm making judgment. It's left to be seen, but I'm not vibing anymore. I don't know if there's a character I vibe with on the show at all.
We'll wait till after episode 10 to get your final ranking of your favorite and least favorite.
Okay.
Because it might change again if you do it now.
Since this is such a faster paced show, characters are climbing and falling.
Brother.
And just some of them are just like in the pits of hell.
Brother.
With my opinion on them.
Just buckle in.
Okay. I'm buckled in.
All right. Do we have any other thoughts?
Percy?
Man. I don't know if they're... Maybe when we get to see Driftmark?
Not so easy, is it?
Yeah, seeing Driftmark was really cool.
Everything else is just like tough.
Ass.
I mean, I like the vibe at the party at first before shit went off the rails. Like they were having a good time with the music and the entrances. When the Valarians pulled up.
Yeah, that was
tough.
Cool. I'm thinking like that's really it, man. Like I'm all for like a dude named Joffrey getting killed at a wedding, but it's like
I don't think he was that bad.
He wasn't.
No, his name was just Joffrey.
His name was just Joffrey.
Unfortunate.
And so it's just on site, But yeah,
it's not even a Lannister, is he? No, what's his name?
You're thinking of Jason.
No, yeah, but so I'm just saying the name Joffrey.
Yeah, Joffrey's not a Lannister.
Well, what's his family name?
Technically, Joffrey is a Baratheon.
Well, we're talking about this Joffrey that died.
Oh, this one? All I heard him say was, "I'm the Knight of Kisses." I'm like, oh, I bet you are, bro. I bet you got mad S tier Riz, bro. Okay. We good?
Okay. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Raggedy Pack, episode 6, House of the Dragon. I think all of our eyes are tired at this point, but we're binging.
No, I'm good.
Okay. Last episode was, well, the wedding. Very depressing.
It was very much a Darth Rocky.
Very much a Dothraki affair, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, by their standards, I don't even think that this was a proper wedding. They need at least two more deaths.
Yeah, 2 more bodies.
True. So yeah, Rhaenyra and Laenor are now married, and Kristen Cole was about to commit seppuku underneath the Godswood, and Alicent was like, hold up, I ain't finished with you yet. And that was where we left it there. That episode was like entirely that plot line.
Yeah. Very
Daemon
focused.
showed up to the wedding after he killed his wife. And then Rhaenyra was like, please just kidnap me. And he's like, no,
take
sorry,
me right here.
Can't. So yeah, it's a good episode, but it's one of those pacer ones where like you're invested, sure, but there's nothing crazy eye popping like Crabman getting sliced in half. So any thoughts, Igley?
I might have some hot takes. I'll simmer down a little bit. I just need to see where this goes at this point. it's a little bit weird since we're kind of binging something for the first-ish time, I guess.
Yeah, we would do this with AOT when we first did it, but
I was on that
this
project.
is a little different.
Yeah. Also, my allergies are choosing right now to beat my ass.
Nice.
So,
would you like me just to plug it, brother?
I think you're good to go ahead and plug it.
All right. Before we get into this, as always, like, subscribe, noti bell so you don't miss when our episodes drop. We'll have 4-week early access to Game of Thrones on the Patreon right now. Also, the full length to House of the Dragon and everything else on the Patreon. Link in the description below. There's also a link to join our free Discord in the description, as well as links to join all of our socials. So check all those out. Let's get into episode 6.
Let's do it.
Keep breathing.
What?
And push.
I remember this, bro.
Who's the dad?
Sounds, dude.
I know, bro. I can't.
Is this the opening? Is this how the opening gets?
Hey, princess. Healthy. Kicking like a goat, princess.
Oh.
Princess, the Queen has requested that the child be brought to her immediately.
Immediately? It just got here.
To bless it?
I'll take him myself. You
should not be walking right now.
Yes, I should.
No, you should not be walking right now.
I forgot about this, bro.
Ooh.
Snip, snip.
Don't like that.
It's coming.
The aftermath.
Oh, yeah.
A boy. I've just heard.
Okay.
Yes.
Hold on. Where are you going?
She wants to see him.
Now? Just take my arm at the least.
Take some help.
Was it terribly painful?
Okay, you had ass.
I took a lance through the shoulder once.
That's not the...
Sympathies.
It's not the same.
What's not the same, brother?
I'm not a woman.
I'm just saying, if this baby goes missing, we got a lot of witnesses.
What is it?
Oh, the bell.
Walk. Walk.
Oh wait, is more coming?
What could she possibly want?
It is a privilege to be amongst the first to congratulate you.
Thank you, Lord Caswell.
If I may be of any service...
Not right now.
The day may yet come, my lord.
We are turning back, all right? She can come to us, all right?
Unless you wish to carry me down those stairs.
Yeah, you're already halfway up. I'm assuming. This is actually insane.
Hey.
Princess?
How you doing?
He looks the same.
Rhaenyra, you should be resting after your labors.
Excuse me?
I have no doubt that you would prefer that, Your Grace.
What happy news this morning.
Indeed, Your Grace.
Where is he? Where is my grandson? There he is.
So at minimum, it's been a year.
Just a year, brother.
But it could have been multiple. I don't know.
Does the babe have a name yet?
Ooh.
We haven't spoken.
Joffrey. He'll be called Joffrey.
It's an
Let's-
unusual name for a Valerian.
Let's not.
I do believe he has his father's nose.
I hope that's confirmation.
I do hope the labor was easy.
I think I called the midwife.
Oh.
Oh.
Do keep trying, Selena. Sooner or later, you may get one who looks like you.
Oh my god. That is a call out.
You don't think to consult me before you name my child.
He's our child, is he not?
You should talk it over.
I deserve some say in the affairs of my own family.
Don't seem so interested in our affairs of late.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You're dripping.
Kristen Cole.
You got that, Cole?
Yeah, he'll clean it up.
Mother,
Oh, okay. What?
Father, please may I hold Joffrey?
No, no, no. Back to the dragon pit for you two.
Has it been, what, 10 years?
Sleep in front of the commander of the city watch. Terrible lack of respect.
A certain insolence runs in the family, I'm afraid.
Could have been Kristen Cole, man.
I have questions. That's a tiny dragon.
Little guy.
Can't falter. Oh? A snack?
You already have a Damon appearance this episode?
Can I say it?
Dracarys Vermax.
Well. Rip goat.
We have a surprise for you.
What is it?
Something very special.
You're the only one of us without a dragon.
Indeed.
And we felt
Indeed.
badly about it. So we found one for you.
A dragon.
What?
Behold, the pink dread.
This just turned into a completely different show. Oh, he is upset. Going to the dragon pit alone? Oh. Okay, I thought he was about to die.
Your Grace.
Aemond,
Oh, you in trouble.
what have you done?
He did it again.
Your obsession with those beasts goes beyond understanding.
They gave me a pig!
A what?
They said they found a dragon for me.
You will have a dragon one day.
He'll have to close an eye.
I know it.
What'd she say?
You had to close an eye. You'll have to close an eye.
Your grandsons are a menace.
They are more children than he is.
They're savages. And it's not surprising.
Are you sure it wasn't our Aegon that put them up to it?
It's a wonder to me their eggs ever hatched.
Why is that?
You know why.
I'm afraid I don't.
Don't.
We shall continue this afternoon, Eddard.
Eddard?
It's a good name.
Yeah.
I had a black mare once. Black like a raven. The stallion was as silver as the moon on a winter's night. And the foal, when it was born, chestnut. Just the most unremarkable brown horse you ever saw.
Hmm.
Nature is a thing of mysterious works.
Is he refusing to accept it? Oh no, man. Hair color means a lot.
And the king, her father.
He knows.
Of course he knows. Or did once, but has convinced himself otherwise. He'll do naught but make excuses for her.
The Princess Rhaenyra is brazen and relentless. A spider who stings and sucks her prey dry.
Oh.
Spoiled.
Oh.
That analogy. He's still bitter after all this time.
Your Grace, I apologize.
Not a good look.
This is a fun one to keyframe.
We're just pulling a Homelander?
Pretty much.
Whose idea was it?
Busted.
The pig. Was it your plot?
It was Jace. And
Jace?
it was the two of them.
Aemond is your brother.
Oh, he's
We are family.
Okay.
We must defend our own.
It was funny.
Do you think Rhaenyra's sons will be your playthings forever? She can move to cut off any challenge to her succession.
Then I won't.
You are the challenge! You are the challenge, Aegon!
Oh my
Simply by
god.
living and breathing!
You are the king's firstborn son. One day you will be our king.
The man who was jerking his meat out the window, yeah?
Yep, that one.
Very kingly thing to do.
Mm-hmm. Is it better than jerking into soup? Turtle
What?
soup? Never mind. You don't remember Fake Fan.
It's a good story.
So I got a lot of questions. I imagine everyone did.
Yeah.
No, we knew it was coming.
Okay. You're better.
Who's that?
Oh.
Her dragon kind of big.
It is kind of big. Oh, Blackfire? Sick. Y'all gotta chill.
I wish to offer you a permanent residence here in Pentos.
Oh.
This manse I would gift to you outright, along with its farms and lands.
A nice little
vineyard
summer
and
home.
wood.
Continue.
The Triarchy has made common cause with Corem Martell of Dawn.
Oh,
Any moment
Dorn.
they may turn their sights north.
Your Excellence, we are travelers. We've already extended our visit here.
Damon's like,
Generous offer.
more glory.
Hold up.
One
Let him
will
talk.
certainly entertain.
We are the blood of old Valyria. We don't belong here.
Valyria is gone. We don't belong anywhere.
I want my child to be born where I was born, on Driftmark, in my Lord Father's castle. I want my daughters to be raised in their homeland with their family. And at my end, I want to die a dragon rider's death. Not that of some fat country lord.
You just ignore everything she said. Dude, there's so many new characters. Why are you looking at him?
This is the stuff, Lionel. Lads that learn together, train together, knock each other down, pick each other up.
They're gonna be cutting each other's throats later on, yeah.
Bond, wouldn't you agree?
Damn.
Don't stand
More hazing.
My prince, you'll get knocked down. Aegon.
Huh?
I've won my first battle to Christian.
You'll have a new opponent then, my lord of the straw. Let's see if you can touch me.
Okay.
Your brother.
Gonna humble him?
You fight your little siblings.
Spanking them.
Weapons up, boy. Give your enemies no quarter.
Seems the younger boys could do better with a bit of your attention. Sir Kristen.
Playing favorites here?
Question my method of instruction, sir. Very well. Jacaerys. You spar with Aegon. Eldest
He's
son against
questioning
eldest
it.
son.
It's hardly a fair match.
I know you've never seen true battle, sir, but when steel is drawn, a fair match isn't something anyone should expect. Blades up.
Yeah, he is
Engage.
bitter. Oh. Watch out. Watch out.
He's got heart.
Oh, close.
I'll deal with him.
You gotta admire the tenacity.
Press him backward. Work with him. Down the attack. Use your feet.
Okay.
Enough. You dare put hands on me! Aegon! You forget yourself, Strong. That is the prince.
This is what you teach, Cole.
Your interest in the princeling's training is quite unusual, Commander. Most men would only have that kind of devotion toward a cousin,
Hmm.
or a brother,
Just say it, bro.
or a son.
Oh. Oh my god.
It's on the other end.
Yeah, I'm getting his ass beat. Yeah, I'm kind of taking back everything I said about this guy. Well, we got to answer.
Let him be bathed with a cloth and see to it the cook gives you a good clear wound.
There's been an incident in the yard.
Using her secret passage.
You have laid us open to accusations.
Oh,
Treachery is that?
that's crazy. This guy's. This is the strongest knight guy?
Mm-hmm.
You publicly assaulted a knight of the King's Guard in the defense of your...
You're what?
You have your honor. And I have mine.
The time skip is crazy.
Yeah.
I did not expect these off-screen hookups. Yo, he's singing?
Feel better in a day or two.
My dear wife.
Where have you been?
Oh, with Carl. Did I mention it? You're in
Who's
very
Carl?
much pain. Swells the breast.
Would you mind, Sir Carl? I would like to speak with my husband.
Of course, princess.
So funny that his name's Carl.
Very normal name.
The Triarchy takes new life from its alliance with Dawn. Carl's been fighting there. He showed me
Well, what did he show you exactly?
He showed me a sack of sapphires. To be back at sea.
Are you hoping for war? Are you hoping for
Are
conflict?
you mad?
Yeah.
Do you know what's happened? Questions about our son's parentage. Vile, disgusting insinuations.
Are they just rumors?
Insinuations, are they?
They are our sons.
And I have played my part here for 10 years.
There's your
there we go.
confirmed duration.
You are owed nothing.
I really said 1 year. Like,
It's been 8 years, sweetling. Half of them never do, you know.
oh,
There is more than one way to bind yourself to a dragon. And now I ride a Vhagar, the largest in the world.
was that the one was missing?
Of
Or like,
Bela's dragon was born to her.
dude, Damon's always brooding somewhere. I swear to God.
Rhaenyra has delivered another son.
Does your brother mention if this one also bears a marked but entirely coincidental resemblance to the commander of the city wall?
Everyone
He
knows.
seems to have left that detail out.
He said,
Do you never long for home?
No.
I don't believe you.
Believe what you please.
You do not sleep.
Well, how can I, with you haunting my every move?
Life has, I know, disappointed you. Perhaps I too am not the wife you would have wished for yourself.
Lena.
Well,
It does
I'll
not
say
pain
that.
me.
I was hoping our negotiations with Sunspear might persuade them to see reason. To trust a Martell is to be disappointed.
Where, I wonder, is
So
our
true.
Prince Damon?
I have felt the strife between our families of late, my queen.
Strife?
My son, Jacaerys, will inherit the Iron Throne after me. I propose we betroth him to your daughter, Helena. Ally ourselves. Let them rule together.
A most judicious proposition.
Okay, more fun stuff.
Additionally, if Syrax brings forth another clutch of eggs, your son, Aemond, will have his choice of them. A symbol of our goodwill.
You know how much he wants an egg?
Rhaenyra.
Oh. That's awkward.
Oh, seven hells.
How sweetly the fox speaks when it's being cornered by the hound. She feels the earth washing away beneath her feet, and now she expects us to ignore her transgressions and for me to marry my only daughter to one of her plain-featured sons.
The proposal is a good one, my
I don't want to think about the inbreeding at this
We're a
point.
family. I do not need the blanket.
You're getting the blanket.
Gotta be comfy.
I have come to resign my position as Hand of the King.
Okay.
The episode in the yard this morning, my son Harwin has disgraced himself.
You're making this man sit up and ruin his blanket.
You have served me faithfully. Your advice has been sage, unmarked by self-interest.
But there is a shadow over my house, and it grows ever darker. I can no longer serve you with integrity.
What is this shadow? Name it if it casts such a gloom.
You don't want to be able to say it.
You must have your reasoning in plain language.
Then I cannot accept this.
My dear husband.
I said no.
If you insist, my king.
You will continue in your service to the crown.
I would then ask leave to take my son from court and escort him back to the family seat at Harrenhal.
Do it.
Early tried to put in his 2 weeks.
I feel like he was making that move first, like, seem like noble. You know, like, oh, you're being too hard on yourself. Stay, you've done a good job, type deal.
I took
This guy.
liberty at beginning without you, Your Grace. It seemed a sin to let such a pie grow cold. King had an audience with my father.
He attempted to resign his post.
Interesting you said attempted.
My lord husband refused to accept.
Nah, bro,
You
you're
fell
staying.
short of confessing my brother's transgressions. Do you expect the king to doom his dear daughter to exile, or even...
Tell you not now.
Oh.
It is now that I most rue the absence of my own father.
Cannot say, my queen, that your father
Yeah?
would be impartial in this matter.
No, but he would be partial to me.
Oh, that's what matters?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
In all of King's Landing is there no one to take my side.
Yeah, Kristen.
What a collection of heroes I have before me.
What?
I am prepared to offer you mercy.
What do they have to do for it?
If you're prepared to pay a little price.
What?
They pay a little price.
Ah!
At least they cauterized it.
Yeah. Man, 2 in 1 episode? That's crazy.
Just popping them out left and right.
Why do you look like that?
I've reached the limit of my art. The child will not come.
You're just giving up? You gonna make this man do it himself?
I'm very sorry, my prince. We could
No.
open the womb. Try to remove the infant.
They're not gonna do this again. Surely not. She wants to die a dragon rider's death.
Vega, Dracarys!
Whoa.
Dracarys!
Your kid too? Oh man. Oh no, there's a pilot light. Oh my god. Crazy, dude. What the hell?
Be good to your mother,
But then I heard even worse watching the second time.
I'm surprised the kids know.
It's how unstrung my father.
Okay. They did not know, but kid's smart.
Am I a bastard?
You are a Targaryen. We're finished here. We're leaving.
What of your offer? Jace and Helena?
Where are we going?
To Dragonstone then?
I should have left years ago. Bring him. We'll need every sword we can muster.
Let's go, Carl.
Is Carl on the team? Dude's like sitting 5 feet away.
It's like, who, me?
I mean, if they're leaving, Lenore needs a friend, you know?
Yeah.
Gonna be a lonely journey otherwise. Oh.
Do you remember Harrenhal?
I remember Harrenhal. Look a little bit different. What is that, Scarab?
You might have saw one of those earlier, too.
Are you about to be killed in your sleep? Oh, fire! Okay.
The Curse of Harrenhal, man.
Well, Daddy's dead.
What are children? But a weakness. Through them you imagine you cheat the great darkness of its victory.
I'm surprised he's lived this long.
You will persist forever in some form or another.
Damn.
Love is a downfall.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Best to make your way through life unencumbered.
Her dad.
You've heard the stories of Harrenhal, Your Grace.
You pass judgment.
The Queen makes a wish. I assume you will write to your father now?
We gotta open.
I did not wish for this.
I feel certain you will reward me when the time is right.
The flower, the same flower.
I think you were right about that guy a couple episodes ago.
You
He
know,
seems
yeah,
dangerous.
I might be onto something.
You're so smart.
Okay, so we've just jumped into Act 2 of this season. I want to say the show, but there's so much more left to be seen. A 10-year time skip is insane. So where do we even begin? So let's get like a track of like all the kids.
Yeah.
So Aegon and Aemond.
Yep.
The white-haired brats.
Yep.
I guess one of them is a brat, and they also have a daughter.
Helena. I think her name
Helena.
is.
Mm-hmm.
The one like that was like kind of like very quiet.
She had the centipede or millipede or whatever.
Yeah, she was like very interested in bugs. I'm assuming was she the second child born?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I figured. But I just, and then sometime in that 10-year time skip, there was a third child. As for Rhaenyra's kids. Rhaenyra, my fault.
It's okay. You've like had all this information shoved into your brain within 24 hours. So I don't blame you.
It's crazy. 2 sons.
Jace and Luke.
What?
Jace.
So Jacaerys and Lucerys,
Yeah.
I think, but for short, you can just call them Jace and Luke because it's a lot easier.
Okay, Red Magma Jace. All right, got it. I think only Corey's gonna get that reference in here. Unfortunately,
Yep.
Blake isn't cultured. So Jace and Luke. Jace, the older one, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, then we got Daemon. He has 2 daughters.
I guess they have Joffrey now as well that was just born. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Joffrey. And none of them are Laenor's.
Legitimate? Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I guess you can argue blonde, but if the kid doesn't have white hair, I guess the dad's seed is the only thing that matters. Is that what the show's trying to say? Oh no. I guess it tracks.
Yeah, they're just, they don't have any traits.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But it's a lot easier to ask questions with the Targaryens because their white hair is so stark in comparison.
Yes.
Anyway, back to Daemon. He has 2 kids, 2 daughters. and then Lena tragically. I really like we just got to meet Lena. I liked her this episode. And then she's dead.
Yep.
You introduce a cool character and you kill her in the same episode. That's crazy. I mean,
honestly,
she was in previous scene.
You got Rhaenyra, you got Alicent, and I'm not vibing with either of them completely. But Lena, I would say I was team Lena. It's very sad to see her go out like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's tragic. It's sad. Yeah, I don't. It's just terrible.
Now, what's Daemon gonna do?
Listen, there's an opening that needs to be filled, I guess. I don't know. I can only imagine. I think Endgame is pretty clear. I've called it before, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun. 10 years later. And meanwhile, I don't know how old Daemon is meant to be at this point, but he looks good for his age.
Gotta be in his 30s, right, Blake?
Late 30s, I want to say.
I see. There's a bigger age gap between him and Viserys. There's a bigger age gap than I thought between the two of them.
Right.
And then Viserys is very much like, I guess, borderline feeble at this point. Starting
deteriorating.
Yeah. Mentally, I don't. He's still mentally there somewhat, but like, he's the only thing holding back Alicent. That's crazy. And then we've had what's the dad's name? Something Strong? Oh no.
Lionel.
Lionel. We've heard of him sometime in this time skip. That happened. And bro is dead. And then
he's a very good guy.
Kristen Cole is just kind of on this like hater arc now after
I think that scene with Harwin in the yard is indicative of like what he's learned from Alicent in that 10-year skip.
Yeah.
Is he went from being Harwin to baiting him into it.
Yeah.
So in a way that
he
shows
was laughing after he got his ass beat. So I got you now.
Character development. I know how this goes. So I did not see this coming at all. Just because it's not what I've come to know from the series. But since like this House of the Dragon is much more condensed of a story we're telling, things are moving fast. And I can see them getting pretty bloody quick since the first act is now over. And it's becoming more and more apparent of how much Alicent is leaning into the color green.
Mm-hmm.
Her kids are wearing it proudly. It's a good look. Green's a nice color,
I like green, but I'm not the biggest Hightower fan.
Yeah. Especially when we have Mr. Hightower jerking his meat from the Hightower. That shit is just hilarious.
That was some Homelander type shit.
I like the way like she catches him, he hops into bed, covers up, and then they just like go into a normal, not even a normal conversation. She starts yelling at him.
Yeah. Oh man.
I wish she would have like walked in and been like, WTF. Instead of just like, oh, it's just another Tuesday.
Yeah, it's one thing to be doing it like just normally, but like out the window of the Red Keep, dude.
Yeah. I mean, if given that she's not surprised, it's like she expects this out of him. That's the implication I get. This show, this just got crazy. I actually might watch your guys' reactions at this point once we're done, because I just want to see how y'all view this shit for the first time.
Shameless plug, bro.
Shameless plug.
I mean,
So-
I'm noticing shit that I didn't notice before.
Okay.
And I'm not totally sure that this is actually like the case, but you note like at that dinner when Damon and Lena are sitting there talking to the Pentosi, and he's like, we offer you a place to live.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward to 172 years later, where do Viserys and Daenerys flee to?
Oh.
And so I'm not totally sure that it's the same place, but I was like, when that happened, I kind of like my eyebrow raised. I'm like, wait a minute.
Because they built those relations across the sea.
Yeah.
Didn't I kind of reference something of that nature?
Yeah,
and
but
like,
you were, yeah.
I had the wrong formula,
You
but I
had
got
the
the
wrong
right answer
formula,
anyway.
but you would have gotten there eventually. I just shut you down because
Yeah,
we don't
and you
need
said you're gonna
10-minute
cut it
long
out.
intros.
It wasn't even a long intro, let's be honest here. Anyway. This is crazy. This is insane. I'm gonna see some, like, unless there's a time, I mean, there's probably gonna be another time skip, but like, there's gonna be a civil war, and I can see it forming. I did not expect it to go this way, though.
You're just lucky that you're binging this 3 weeks
And
before.
Oh, dude, that's
season
kind of
2 comes
guess.
out.
That's kind of guess.
Like,
yeah, you're just lucky that you get to watch it with me.
oh,
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
okay.
But I don't know if they're gonna do this a lot of time skips. I very much like expected like things to be like within like the previous
Game of
generation. Well, yeah, like within the previous generation, but now we're kind of spilling into the new generation kids.
Corey, favorite scene?
Man, I feel like this has been the case across a lot of these episodes. Like, there's not a lot of W's happening. Like, everything happening is just tragic and sad.
It's just terrible.
It's still really good to watch. It's so entertaining. But in terms of like, and a scene I enjoyed was seeing Vagar and Syraxes like flying together.
Yeah,
that was really cool. Most impactful scene, definitely Lena saying Dracarys and Vagar, like the hesitation you could see. He didn't want to do it, and then it happens. Man, I teared up, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
I may have teared up the first time around. I don't remember.
That's my favorite scene too, just because it's so powerful, and it's just like, you know, that's a good character going out the way
Right.
she wants to go out.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Which is
and
so
you also
sick.
see Damon doesn't seem as concerned with the baby or the heir like Viserys. He's more like, well, can we save Lena? You know, he's not pressing the issue as much. That's not his main concern.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is this redemption arc for him?
This is
he's kind of chill this episode.
And so there's also a cutout scene where he consoles his kids. That
I see.
I remember there being
I
a
didn't
lot
know
of
that.
heat, like when we saw the deleted scene online, and everyone
Like,
online was
why it
like,
wasn't
"Why
included?
did you cut this out?" Because
The
it looks
only-
like
the only-
Damon kind of blows him off. And
So like there's another point it could like I didn't really like this episode. It was like cuz like it seems like Damon and Lena had like a pretty good relationship, but there's one part like where he was just straight up ignoring her and like the stuff like she was kind of venting to him about as he was just sitting in his desk. That kind of got me like feeling a little bit okay, is Damon's not hasn't changed. But there was like I do like appreciate him like kind of being concerned for her and then
yeah. Well,
crazy. I don't know who I'm rooting for. Y'all pick a side. Y'all picked a side.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
maybe these next few episodes.
We
will,
know
like,
where we're at, brother.
Okay. You're gonna disavow me if I pick the wrong side.
Yes.
Okay. Let's hope the choice is clear.
Oh, it's clear.
Okay.
So, I think that's it for episode 6. If you enjoyed this reaction, hit that like button, subscribe, hit that noti bell so you don't miss when these uploads go live. Again, 4-week early access to Game of Thrones on our Patreon right now. Check out that in the description below. At our Patreon link, there's also a link to join our free Discord and all of our socials. So check those out. See you guys in the next one.
See ya.
See ya.